hip hikes to help the mobility and the control through your pelvis. You want to elevate on anything stable. It can be a pillow, it can be a yoga block, it can be a plyo box. As long as you have the availability to hike at that hip, we are going to be driving the elevated knee into the elevation, and we should feel a rotation in our pelvis here. Don't hike that hip where you're altering and twisting your hips here. It should truly just come from the press down into that elevated knee, and the control comes from your hip. Notice how nothing else is shifting other than my hips. So setting up into position, your knees are directly under your hips. True square, narrow position. We're not wide in this position. Your hands are slightly in front of your shoulders, keeping your shoulders pulled apart, making sure you're kind of pulling the ground apart, pulling your scapula apart. We're not clenching up into our traps here. We want a very neutral, like a tabletop back, keeping your pelvis neutral as well. We don't want to hunch in our mid back, and we don't want to collapse forward in our pelvis. We want a neutral pelvis. We want to secure ourselves down with our deep core and allow your hip to drop, driving that elevated knee into the elevation. You may feel some in this elevated sides glute. This can unlock your glutes as well if you're very tight in your pelvis. So we're going to drop, slow control, drive that elevated knee down into the yoga block, and we're going to hike that hip. Notice how I'm not rotating in my torso. I'm not rotating and opening up in my hip. I am simply driving the elevated knee into the block, rotating at that pelvis, keeping that foot off of the ground, both sides. As we hike at the pelvis, you should feel a lot of relief in your hips and even in your glute in this hike. Slow control. Drive, drive, drive. We want this mobility in our pelvis. This could be a lot of the reason why you feel stuck in a lot of your exercise patterns. So really pay attention if you can perform this move or if it's nearly impossible to have the control of your pelvis.